This video has been made possible by the EA Creators Network.
I'm acting surprised, but I know I'm not over. You keep missing our fights, even though there's overdue. We had a fire, now we're watching it burn low. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are finally here and I am actually building something with the new werewolf game pack. I'm so excited to show you all what I created and I had so much fun just doing this. This was so nice. I have been really looking forward to another occult in the game. I do wish this was fairies, but I definitely am not mad about getting werewolves nonetheless. So I do have to say I love the world. It's a gorgeous world. Love the vibe that is going on. I also really like the lighting engine that is in this world. It's a little bit darker and gloomier and it definitely fits the vibe for a werewolf, so I was very happy with that. The only thing that I do have to say about the pack is, from a builder's perspective, of course, is that it's a little bit too small. The World Moonwood Mill is gorgeous, but we only get like 4 or 5 lots. It's not I think it's 5 lots, so it's not a lot. I think it's like the similar amount that we gotten with the spellcaster sims. I forgot the name, and also the vampire pack, which is consistent, but still there was like a little bit of hope that we maybe gotten a few more lots. And also the lots are teeny meeny tiny and puny, which also kind of made me really sad. So yeah, that's definitely something that not threw me off, because I kind of already anticipated it, but there was a little hope that died when I saw the world overview. But other than that, I am obsessed with this world. A really, really good world. It looks really nice. For the gameplay wise, I cannot really comment on that. I did play a little bit, but I do have to say these embargoes, these playtest periods that we get for this pack are really, really how do you say it, that aren't that long. So we get like 24 hours to play with the pack, to test it, to create a video for you guys. And I decided to dedicate all my time in actually building something for you all in between working, managing the kids, and doing all the stuff around the house. So I did not have that much time to do something for you all, and that's why I also missed the embargo, and that's why my video is late. So sorry if you're like, Mona, where was your video yesterday? I was busy. I was so busy. I really tried my hardest to make something for you all. But yeah, I'm a little bit late, but still in time before the actual pack drops. So if you want this in your game, the pack is gonna drop I think tonight in Belgium time, like 6 or 7 in American time. I don't know, but it's not gonna be that late anymore. So yeah, very excited for you all to get your hands on this pack. So I love the vibe of what I'm going for here. So I'm building like this cottagey slash industrial kind of grungy vibing looking home for werewolves. It was definitely a step out of my comfort zone. As you guys know, I build like suburban houses, luxury houses, mansions. Those are the things that I love to build, and something like grungy and run down isn't really up my alley. It's just not something that I really do. So this was hard for me, stepping out of my comfort zone, but I loved it. I love this so much. I'm definitely gonna build another grungy looking home for a werewolf family or a werewolf pack, but I'm also gonna do a modern werewolf home as well, because I actually feel that we can do modern. We can definitely do modern in this world. maybe if you shoes up the bar a bit more that James Turner created, and the library over here, maybe modernize them a little bit, and then it will fit in your world, or you're gonna be like, F it, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna put a modern werewolf house in my game because I want to. I did have some trouble with these columns. As you can see, they kind of don't want to place. They kind of do, they kind of don't. So I did get them to manage to place the lower columns, but if I don't think they're gonna transfer through the gallery. I'm not sure. I think the game is gonna delete them while placing to show. Do make sure that you put your move objects on before placing this lot. Very important if you want all the items to be in the spot that they needed to be. I did use a lot of move objects for this build. So I think the columns will transfer for you then. But if they don't transfer, just place 2 columns and you're good to go. But yeah, the columns were definitely an issue. And I think it's because I'm working with a raised terrain editing, and they didn't really want to place because they were like too short or something like that. But in the end, you can see it. They delete and then I place them again. It's really annoying. But other than that, building was a breeze. It actually went really well. I love the winding stair that it added in at the front. I wanted it to look a little bit rustic, and that's why I'm using the new tiles from the werewolf game pack. I'm also adding in some, some clutter objects. So there's a tire over there. I placed like some plants, a bin on the other side. I'm just gonna try to make it look a little bit overrun with, the terrain paint, with the flowers, and also with the items, clutter it up a little bit. And I think it looks really nice. I'm also using lots of items from the debug section, like these fences come with the werewolf game pack. And they're gorgeous. I made this like little open gate that your Sims can walk through. I also use the normal fence that come with the pack. This is a gorgeous fence, by the way. I love it so much. You have like a normal, neutral option, but you also have like options where you have like a weathered wood, which is amazing. I mean, building haunted houses now in in October, in the Halloween period, is gonna be so much easier now that we've gotten this pack, because now we can actually do rundown old haunted mansions, and that is gonna be really fun. I'm definitely happy that the items aren't posh and polished, but that they are like rundown and torn, and they look like the Sims. They're living in the house, actually threw all the items together, built something themselves, and I love that feeling. So yeah, the items are a hit, in my opinion. Not some item, a lot of the items I won't build on or repeat for like a mansion or a suburban. That's not something, a lot of the items I cannot use in those builds, but for specific builds, they're good. They're really good. So I'm happy that we've gotten the option now in the game. So here, struggling again a little bit with the terrain, because as you saw in the beginning of the video, I added a room and I dragged it down so that it's actually a little bit into the ground, and I wanted this feeling of having the lower level be more like bunkered in, not completely. It's not like really bunkered in, but it needed to have this feeling that it's bunkered in a little bit inside a hill, but I still wanted the back of the building to be like walk out. So I terrain edited as much as I could to make it look natural, and that your Sims can still easily walk out of the building without the terrain hindering them. And I think I did succeed in that really nicely. I am gonna do a little tour at the end of the video, and you will see my Sim walk around and use all the items, which is really nice. So everything is functional. I did test out every object that I placed, because I kind of didn't know if everything would work, but it works. So that is really, really nice. So I love the back of the building. I don't know why. It feels more like industrial on the back. I am using the heavy metal trim from Eco Lifestyle. And I do use a few packs in the build, but not a lot. So I only use 5 packs. I use Werewolves, Vampires, Eco Lifestyle, Get Together, and the only thing that I use from Get Together is the chimney up on the building. So if you don't have Get Together, it's fine, just don't use it. And I also have City Living. I also used City Living, and the reason why I used City Living is City Living has a lot of grungy old items like doors, wallpapers, furnish, and the refrigerator are all like used and old and run down. I also use the bed that came with that pack as well. It's a really old, like worn looking bed, because we did get 3 new beds with this pack, but one is a toddler bed, the other one is a bunk bed, which is really nice, and then we got a new baby crib. So there's no new bed for adults, which I actually don't mind, because we have so many double beds in our game, like a lot of double beds. We usually only get beds for the adults, or maybe the adults and like the single beds, but nothing really for the toddlers or the babies. So I wasn't mad about this decision, not including a double bed and going for the toddler bed and the crib. That actually made me really, really happy. So yeah, I'm not mad about that. I'm very, very happy. So yeah, here we are starting with furnishing the house. So it's a little bit of a weird house. You have like this winding staircase going up. And then the main door is right here. This is the front entryway. And you walk straight into like the library and office room. That is what this room is gonna be. So we have a little very comfy seating area with large bookcases. I am gonna switch the bookcases out to the different ones, because these two weren't hitting the vibe that I was going for. So I am gonna switch those out. But yeah, we have like this comfy, large seating area. And I imagine my Sims sitting there and reading about werewolves and maybe even spellcasters. Maybe they have spellcaster friends that come over. I mean, in my supernatural worlds, usually spellcasters or witches and werewolves kind of go hand in hand together. They usually are friends in the worlds that I create in my mind, because all of the books that I read about the occult, or I still read, because I'm actually reading Zodiac Academy at this point. It's an adult book for children or people underage are gonna look for that book. It's an adult book. Don't read it if you're not over 18. Just be aware. But yeah, I'm currently reading Zodiac Academy, and it has this world with vampires, fairies, how do you call this? Werewolves, phoenixes, dragons, all different kind of order forms. And, they are competitive. They do compete with each other, but they also can make friendships. And I love to create such a world in my Sims games, where like different magical creatures can still be friends, but they have rivalry, and they can fall in love and all that stuff. So that is what I'm gonna go for my Sims world. The only thing that I'm definitely missing is fairies, because fairies are everything. Fairies is my favorite occult, like ever, in The Sims, in just books that I read. I always gravitate to fairies because they are so versatile. They can have all the magic. They can do what spellcasters can do. They can shift in my world. They can shift in different orders, like in vampires or in werewolves. They can do everything in my mind. So I do hope that someday we can get fairies, and then I can play out my entire world that I've been building in my head. But it's a very nice step that we've gotten werewolves. So as you can see, I'm creating the main bedroom. So this is like the master bedroom for mommy and daddy werewolf. They can sleep in here. It's a very nice large bedroom. I added in a recliner, this little shelf with a few of the collectibles as well. I have another shelf downstairs that is empty. So if you do have your own collectibles when you're playing with this build, you can place them on that shelf or just delete the collectibles if you are like, I don't want the collectibles right in my game because I'm working from scratch. I'm gonna, collect them myself. Then just delete them before playing and you're good to go. I'm also adding lots of cracks and such to the walls because they look really nice. And that is also why I paired this pack with the vampire pack, because the vampire also has really nice like dirty watermarks for on your walls. So I definitely used those. So we are now downstairs. And downstairs, it's a little bit more open and larger. So we're gonna go with a nice large kitchen. I know this entire house looks run down and grungy, but I feel that werewolves do need a good kitchen because they probably like to eat a lot of steaks or something like that. So yeah, we are gonna go with a nice large kitchen. I do add some clutter here and there. I'm adding here this shelf that looks very like put together themselves. So, that's a little bit of an element that makes it look a bit more run down. I'm also using this used stove, a used refrigerator, just so that, the quality looks not as polished. And I'm also going for like these bar stools that, look like they were made by a toddler or something. They look really rough. So that also makes the kitchen not look as polished as I want it to look, because we're gonna go for this rundown, grungy feeling in this cottage. So yeah, so here adding in the dining room. I love the dining table. So the dining table, it looks like a table that is like really wobbly. There is a book underneath one of the legs, which really is a nice touch. I love that so much. I do wish that there was a swatch where the book disappeared, because if I want to, place like two right next to each other, it's a bit weird having like a leg with a book. It kind of looks weird to have it for two tables. So you can, I don't know, slotting them together doesn't really work for me. So I wish there was a swatch where the book was gone so that you can actually choose. But other than that, I really do like that they did that. It definitely makes it very unique. So here adding in a living room with a fireplace. I love the paintings, by the way. There's the painting that I placed there above the fireplace is actually a painting of vampires. As you can see, that's a vampire, and then a scratch marked through their faces, which I love. I love the little lore, and you can actually see that there's like a feud going on between werewolves and a vampire. So I love that little thing. I mean, it's so nice. I don't know what it's gonna happen if you're gonna have a vampire and a werewolf woohoo. Is that even possible? Is it gonna be like hate boo or something like that? I'm not sure, but I'm here for it, and I'm definitely gonna try and find out. I haven't really play tested the pack yet. I did play test this house, so I did test all the objects and it's all functional, but actually playing with werewolves, I only gotten up to the part where I actually convinced the pack leader to bite my sim with the cursed bite. So now she turned into a vampire in a werewolf. And I love the animation that your sim transforms into a werewolf, and it gets this rage and it's just stomping around and being angry. Love that. I love that addition about the werewolf pack. Definitely a whole lot more interesting than mermaids. I mean, I love my mermaids. My sims are always mermaids. I actually kind of with a very heavy heart, transformed my Sim self family from mermaids into werewolves. But I do have to say, mermaids are very lacking in our game. The transition from mermaid to, or from a human to mermaid is like none. They just eat the kelp and they're a mermaid. That's it. There's no transition, transformation, there's nothing. So yeah, definitely happy that I did include that in this game pack. Kind of weird that Island Living is an expansion pack, if I just think about it. But yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. I also saw that there was like this pyramid kind of skill thingy. I haven't really looked into it, but I also really liked that. So it's definitely more as vampires. So I think you're gonna have more fun with this pack. I definitely think you're gonna have lots of fun playing with this. If you are into occults, you're not gonna play through it too fast, I think, because if you look at the aspiration, there's actually a lot to do, and I think the aspiration actually opens up to more aspiration levels, if I have that correct. So it definitely feels that there is more depth there and more stuff for your sim to do. So I do really like that. So in my opinion, right now, for the amount that I played and for the amount that I built with this pack, I really like it. I mean, there will probably be stuff that I'm gonna find out later and I'm like, do I like this? Is this something that they did right in the game? Sure, there will be moments like that. And then, of course, I will tell you all. But at this point, I really like it. I'm having fun, and that is what you want with your game packs. You want to have fun. So yeah, anyways, furnishing the bedrooms. I already furnished the one bathroom in this in this house. I did manage to place everything in this bathroom. It was a little bit cramped. It's a 2-tile wide bathroom, but it's really long. So we have a bathtub, a shower, a toilet, everything is there. I also added in a nursery. So yes, this is a cottage built for a werewolf family. I added in a nursery because I really wanted to use the new crib. It's so adorable. I mean, I'm obsessed with the crib that came with the spellcasters. I loved that crib so much. I use it in almost every build, but this crib is also adorable. It's definitely on the same level and I love it. And then the toddler bed. This is my new favorite toddler bed. At first I was obsessed with the eco living toddler bed, but I think this one actually tops that one. I love it. I love the quilted patterned like blankets and then the shape of it. It's so nice. So yeah, this is just a really nice little toddler baby nursery. And then here I'm doing a kid's bedroom. So I added in bunk beds. I'm making it not really childish. So you can have either teenagers in here or kids. I added in the new, what is that called again? Guitar. That's a guitar that you can actually unlock when you play the game. But I just thought it looked really nice. So I added in the guitar. There's like a little an area for your Sims to do their homework, which I think is really cute. I added in the mirror with the crack in it. Oh my gosh, that mirror it's life. I love that mirror. I love the crack in the mirror, and I love when you change the swatches, the crack in the mirror actually moves from different spots, which I think is genius. I love that. So yeah, this is the teenage bedroom, and I think it looks really, really nice. So yeah, that's basically it. What else do we need to do? Oh, we still need to furnish a little bit from the backyard because that is looking a little bit bland and boring. So here adding in some bookcases, not bookcases, like book bags and such. And then here starting with the backyard. So I didn't want to entirely enclose the backyard with fences. Kind of not really the vibe that I was going for because, you know, it needed to feel very open. Here I'm doing another seating area with a barbecue. And while playtesting, my sim actually preferred to use the barbecue in this build. I think it's because of the stove is so old and doesn't really, you know, look appealing. Maybe because my Sims like to barbecue in here, but yeah, the barbecue was really well used, which is really nice. So yeah, what am I doing right here? Oh, adding in a little bit more shrubs and bushes and such, just so that it feels that it's like, you know, it's in the woods. Also hiding a few imperfections that I created with raising the terrain up and then lowering the building into the ground. Sadly, your terrain doesn't really hug the walls if you do that. So I did had to cover it up with some shrubs and plants and terrain paint, but in the end I think it looks really nice. I also added in this pile of garbage that is actually a bonfire. I just thought that it was a really cute little thing to add in the backyard. And yeah, that is basically all we're doing. You know, I'm perfecting the terrain paint a little bit to make it look very worn and kind of muddy. And I'm also making sure right now, as you can see, that my Sims could actually use all the entrances and exits and such like that. So yeah, that is basically it, you all. We're at the end of the speed build portion, and we're gonna jump right now into the house tour, and I'm gonna show you everything from the interior perspective. Okay guys, we are now in the house tour part of the video. So I placed this lot or this house here on this 30 by 30 size lot here in Wood Moon Mill. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, in the world of vampires, we are right here at the lake or river, which is so nice. I love these porta potties over here. They're so cute. And this actually links up to the underground, which is really handy. So we also have the two lots that the James Turner created. So we have the bus bar and then the library over here, which is really nice. These are very grungy and kind of industrial looking. So I don't know if my cottage actually fits in, but you know, there are some industrial elements like the staircase, the railing. We have this, you know, very metal looking trim, these columns that are very metal. So, you know, it's and the industrial looking windows and doors as well. So a little bit industrial vibed, but I think it looks really cute. So I'm happy with that. So this is the aerial view of the lot. This is the floor plan so that you can see that. And then I'm just gonna show you the interior and exterior in house tour mode, of course. So the first thing that you see when you walk up with your Sim is there's a little garden on the right side. Which is really cute. So your Sim can do gardening if they want to. The new mailbox I used as well is over here. And then I set the upper door right here as the front door. So your Sim needs to walk up these stairs, all functioning by the way. And then we have these like a little bit steeper stairs going up. And then you can look in the window a little bit if you want to. I added in the new telescope, which I love. So we finally gotten a smaller Sim-sized telescope instead of that very large one that you can woo in. Loved this telescope. I actually played around with it with my Sim. I'm a fan. And then here going through the front door. So let me zoom out just a little bit. So when you walk through the front door, we enter like the library / office area. So I love the seating arrangement over here. It looks very comfy. Definitely see my Sims sitting here and studying, or just reading a book and relaxing. Then over here, we have our study area. So this is where we are gonna study. If you want to have a computer or a laptop in your game, you can place it here on the desk. I opted for none because I just get so mad when my Sims either watch television all the time or play on the computer. So I don't have those in my game. And I did see, because I don't have a computer and I don't have a television, the Sim that I playtest this house with actually was reading lots and lots of books, which is really nice. So going through this door over here, we enter the master bedroom. Love the color vibe. So we're going with like greens, and look how grungy it looks. It's so nice. I love the watermarks on the wall. There's actually some wallpaper peeling back right there. So I love that. So this is our bedroom. Let me turn around. So we have like a little seating nook over here, and here are our collectibles, which I think is really nice. So that is the master bedroom. So going back in here, we have a door leading out to the balcony. I added in a little seating area over here, so your Sims can sit here and look at the pine trees if they want to. And also a little bit of gardening here on this level as well. And then going down, we actually go into our main living area. So this is our main living room. I added in a fireplace because I love the cozy feeling of having a fireplace. So I did add that in. Again, lots of cracks and dirty walls, which is really nice. I actually am living for this kitchen because it looks so good with the brick wall on the back, and then this color kitchen is just so nice. It could definitely fit in very well in like a modern kind of industrial vibe build. But I think it also looks really nice in here. I love the flooring. I also added in some cracks and scratches on the floor. I am using the new flooring that came with the Werewolf pack. And what I also love about this pack is the ceiling. So the ceiling actually lets in light. So you have like the skylight and then the little holes, and those actually let in light. And that is also the reason why I cut out a piece of the roof so that we can actually see the roofing, which is really nice. But I did leave a little section of like normal sheeted roof because I'm using a light here at the dining table, and I didn't want my light to float. So that's why I added, I created this little, whatever this is, what I created. But I think it looks really nice. I love it. This is just very unique. So yeah, very happy with that. So going here, we have a little bit of a workout area. I mean, we've gotten like a new boxing ball, and then also, whatever this is. So yeah, added that in right there. And then we have our first door when you go down the stairs. This is our nursery, as you guys saw. Let me zoom out a little bit more. So little dollhouse, the new crib over here, our toddler bed. I mean, look at this. This is adorable. I love this wall decal. It's so cute. I also added in the clock over here. I don't know if that clock does anything, but I placed it in here nonetheless. Then going through here, I'm gonna show you the bathroom. So bathroom over here. Very narrow bathroom because it's only 2 tiles wide. There's like a walk-in shower over here. This tiled shower actually fitted in perfect for what I was going for. And then a lavabo, a sink, a toilet, and a bathtub. And then you can actually, you can look out right here. I feel that there's enough privacy here because we're like underneath the house and there's like trees and shrubbery, so I didn't add in a curtain. I didn't. So yeah, this is the bathroom, the only bathroom in the house. And then going through here, we have another door which leads into the kids' bedroom. So the kids' bedroom is a little bit more spacious. I love the rugs on the floor. This is my favorite worn rug. We have gotten one in, I think it was the one with the celebrity, the pack. I don't know the name anymore. We gotten a worn one, which was really nice, but I think this one is even better. So yeah, love it. So this is the kids / teenage bedroom. Love this wall thing. I don't know. It's like a poster. Really nice. And then, you know, I added in the clothing trunk. There's a double bed. So yeah, that is the final bedroom. So let's go through here. And I'm going to show you the backyard in first person. Or is this first person? I don't know. But yeah, we're going to go through here. And then we have the backyard over here. So there's like a bonfire here with, you know, I love this. So there's like a, what is it called? There's like a frame over there, a painting. There is our like shelves, and there's even a tire and a couch. There's like a big ass couch in the middle. I love this. I love this so much. So this is a trash can over here. If you are like Mona, you didn't add a trash can in the kitchen. There is one here at the back. And then here we have our barbecue area. So yeah, that's basically it. So let me go back into like normal view. So yeah, that's it, you all. This is the house tour of the portion of the video. I am hoping that you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more videos of me, there will definitely be another video up this weekend with another werewolf build. And then next week we are gonna continue with our custom content Let's Build series. So for the people who are waiting for that one, don't worry, it is coming. So anyways, I'm hoping that you're all having an awesome day wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.